The Citrus Bowl, as Tennessee just took Iowa to the freaking woodshed, folks. I mean, my goodness. An absolute blowout. You know, I said, hey, the easiest bet of bowl season, the under 36.5. Under 36.5 in the Citrus Bowl. Hammer it. It's free money. Well, that one came down to the wire. Tennessee wins this game 35-0. I was sitting there sweating, man. I was sweating for the under. But Iowa in just true Iowa form can't muster a single point. Let me start there too, guys, because, again, admittedly, I haven't sat down and watched a ton of Iowa football this year, right? It's hard for me to believe how bad Iowa was on offense this year. And like, I don't know if we'll ever see a team win 10 games and be that bad offensively. Like that, I loved the graphic they showed in the telecast of where Iowa ranks in total offense and the records of the teams surrounding them, right? So, like, they were like ranked like 130th. I think there were only like 2 or 3 teams, behind them. And, they showed the one team ahead of them. These were teams that won like 2 or 3 games this year, right? And then you got Iowa, who averaged 16 points per game this year, who won 10 football games. I mean, it's hard to believe. It's really, truly, and I don't know whether to label them the best 10-win team that we've ever seen with that defense or the worst 10-win team with that offense. Either way, Tennessee didn't give a damn either way. And you know who else didn't? Nico Iamaleava let the Heisman hype begin in Knoxville. Okay, maybe that's a little bit over the top. But either way, Nico Iamaleava, first start, so far so good. I thought he looked really good, guys. 12 of 19, 151, a touchdown through the air. With his legs, I thought was where he made one of the biggest differences, though. 15 of 27, 3 rushing touchdowns. Tennessee fans, you should be very, very excited for what you saw from Nico Iamaleava. And you don't need me to tell you that. But here's the thing. Nico was in a great system. I thought the most impressive thing, too, guys, was the poise, right? He was fully under control. It doesn't look like there's any issues with, does he have the offense grasp or anything? That was totally fine. So he looked like the field general out there. He looked like he was in control. But here's the thing, guys. Nico was in a great system. He's got the arm. He can make all the throws. He's got the poise. And his legs, as you saw yesterday, are a difference maker. An absolute difference maker. Josh Heupel's already shown, guys. I mean, he took Joe Milton. Who we all know the up and down career that Milton's had. He took Joe Milton. Milton had a solid year. Probably played above his talent level. What do you think he's going to do with Nico? The guy can run. He can throw. The throwing ability wasn't necessarily on display a ton in that game yesterday. I don't think it had to be. And I think that'll be the question probably going in the 2024 season is, okay, is he an elite passer? Does he have the passing capabilities to go with the athleticism? Because he's a freakish athlete. I mean, no doubt, he's a freakish athlete, right? I think, though, as important as Nico is, watching that game yesterday, guys, what makes Tennessee clicks running the football. And they did that well yesterday. They ran the football, guys, 232 yards rushing in this football game. I know they're replacing a lot at the running back position, which they didn't have those guys yesterday, and they still ran for over 200 yards. That's where it begins and ends for Tennessee, right, guys? I mean, Tennessee, to have a successful offense, to run that tempo, that up-tempo, they need to run the football. They need to run the football well. So as important as Nico is, as important as QB1 is for Tennessee, Tennessee's success is going to continue to rely on that run game in 2024. So as long as they have that, I think Nico is going to be just fine, guys. I think Nico is going to flourish. I think Nico is going to be a massive success. I think Tennessee has got their dude under center, make no mistake. You look back at this game, guys, again, 35-0. We talk so much about the Iowa defense coming in the game. How about the pure domination by Tennessee's defense? Their defense ain't too shabby either. Now, again, Iowa, that's got to be one of the worst offenses I've ever seen in college football. I mean, that quarterback, it was crazy. It looked like when you play someone on NCAA football, and they've never played before, and they're just pressing buttons, or not even really, they're not even pressing buttons. They're just kind of holding the controller, just kind of like, what do I do? Where do I go? What does this button do? What does that button do? I mean, there was a play, Iowa's quarterback rolls out, and a Tennessee guy is just bearing down on him. There's no way he didn't see him. And quarterback doesn't throw it away. He doesn't. It was like playing some play, and you don't know what the throwaway button is. And you're trying to press different buttons, and nothing's happening. And he just, boom, takes a sack. I mean, Iowa, just abysmal offensively. But either way, Tennessee's defense, they were relentless yesterday. That front seven was incredible. Did a great job in all facets. And the guys, at the end of the day, the game was pure domination by Tennessee. And anytime you win a game like that, guys, you get the 9 wins. I mean, it's a huge momentum boost going into the offseason. But the real boost for Tennessee was Nico Iamaleava. I think it's safe to say, watching that game yesterday, Tennessee's got their quarterback of the future. The athleticism, the arm, the poise, and Nico is in a great system to maximize his skill set. And I think he's going to give Tennessee a great opportunity next year to be a force to be reckoned with in the SEC. But all in all, guys, a great Citrus Bowl win for the Tennessee Volunteers, and great momentum now they carry into year 4 of Josh Heupel.